Okay, guys, it's Zach Moore, aka BlueSpartan107 here again. We are continuing where we left off in the game Everlasting Summer. It is day 2, and you probably saw the day 2 thing again. That's because whenever I try to start up XSplit to record this, it skips over a few frames for some odd reason. I'm not exactly sure, so just wanted to let you guys know about that. So let's go ahead and kick this off into gear. I was having a dream. Seemed like I was in some kind of vacuum with nothing but nothing around me. Maybe they should have said with nothing around me, because with nothing but nothing around me doesn't make any sense. At least not to me. But not only around, I was the only creature in the universe. Pretty much everybody with a very large ego thinks that they're the center of the universe. I don't think that, even though I kind of have, well, actually, I think I have like an average size ego. I'm not Duke Nukem sized or anything. As if the universe had returned to some state of singularity right before the Big Bang. Oh, that would be cool to see. Fun. There we go. And something was just about to happen. Suddenly, I heard a voice. I could not make out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if lulling. Lulling like a lullaby. Come on. And then I realized it was the voice of that stranger girl from the bus. Perhaps strange girl from the bus, I think they meant. The girl from the dream, yeah. But what is she trying to tell me? Who is she? Oh, look at that. We wake up. I woke up. Thanks for the obvious. Whoa, okay. There we go. For a second, the screen seemed to freeze. Bright sunlight was hitting my eyes. It was almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. In a few seconds, all its events passed before my eyes. The bus, the camp, the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. No, it's right. You got that right. Not this whole situation, not me being here, it was wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday I fell asleep here just like that, and for it, I chatted nicely with the local pioneers, I even managed to come up with jokes. How can I be like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by every little rustling, should avoid all contact with potentially hostile creatures. Speaking like Kurt here for a moment for some odd reason. The last day's events were getting hazy, like I had a hangover. This really feels like a morning after a heavy drinking party. Yesterday's natural, flawless, absolutely normal conduct becomes a nightmare in the morning, a grotesque illustration to the divine country. Yes, it's just like that, and I can't change the past now. And yet, I had probably assessed the situation and was acting accordingly. I glanced around trying to figure out if I had not been going somewhere else. But Olga's cabin looked the same as yesterday. Everything seemed to be in its place except for a set of pioneer uniform, just hanging from the bedhead. Fumbled with it in distrust and tried it afterwards. Anyway, this is better than walking around in winter clothes. Exactly, think smart. You don't want to run around in winter clothes in the summer or else you're going to overheat, you're going to sweat, you're going to stink, and no one's going to like you. I wish I could see myself, but I look like a clown. And for that, I needed a mirror. At least a tiny one, and it was finally found on the wardrobe door. Look at this reaction. Holy! I was looking at the newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror. He resembled me, but he wasn't me. Where did the weak stubble go? Where were the bags under my eyes, the slouch, that deathly fatigue in my face? It seemed I had not been thrown back in time or into a parallel reality, but instead simply changed bodies with someone else. Right, that's real simple. Such things happen every day. I took a closer look at the stranger and only then realized that it was actually me. Yes, exactly. It just wasn't the today's me. Maybe the one from between school and university years. Yeah, if that was to happen to me, I would still look the same. Maybe a bit less stubble, but otherwise, I'd still look the same. Maybe my hair would have also grown out too, like, well, his hair is definitely a bit different from when I saw it at the beginning. In fact, it was probably longer at the beginning, I forget. Well, at least that's something. There you go, the person in an extreme situation did fail to notice the elephant in the room. Person in an extreme situation? Person in an extreme situation. I think that would work better. But the camp leader noticed it, and last night she told me off for addressing her without proper respect. Yeah, you ever thought that was weird? Ah, screw that. Oh, don't tell me to screw that. Doubt my appearance affects anything else. The clock was not lying, the breakfast was all over. Oh well, I'll try to find something in the canteen. Worked out well yesterday with Savia, didn't it? These memories made me smile involuntarily. Okay. The sun was shining brightly outside, light breeze was blowing. Beautiful summer day. I had not felt so good in the morning for a few years. All problems were gone, vanished into the clouds that were white as snow. Olga came out of nowhere. Hello, you literally come out of nowhere. Good morning, Semyon. Morning. I smiled, doing my best to show that no matter what, my morning was indeed good. You only arrived yesterday, so I decided not to wake you up, but the breakfast... Yeah, okay, there we go. It was kind of loading slowly. Never mind. Here, take this. I wonder if this is going to be a problem. She handed me something wrapped in paper. Judging by the oily stains, there had to be sandwiches inside. Oh, thank you. Now go wash yourself. I was about to leave. Wait a second. And now she quickly ran into the house and came out to shove a small bag into my hands. Inside I found a toothbrush, soap, a small towel, and something else. I did not look too closely. A pioneer should always be clean and tidy. Let me do your neckerchief properly for the first time. Yours is dangling. You should do it yourself once you learn how to. Do we have to? I am going to wash myself now. Yeah, right, I could hook on and tap and strangle me. Fine, later then. And don't forget about the lineup. Pencils, paper, drawing lines. You don't forget such things! What lineup? And, what do you mean, what lineup? Frame rate per second is apparently dropping a lot, guys, so if it looks like it's freezing, bear with me, okay? And don't look at me like that, Olga! He's generally confused. Don't frown. It's Monday today. Weird, my approximations were telling me it's Sunday. And again, in the shift in the day of the week is not the worst thing. Usually we have lineups early in the morning before breakfast, but it's Monday today, so we are having it at 12 o'clock. Don't be late. Alright, but where? At the square, where else? Of course at the square, there were no reasons to be arguing about this. It's obviously going to be at the square. Always at the square. They always have these events at the square for some odd reason. I headed to the bathing place. I knew I could forget about the separate showers and toilets, but at the sight of this malfunctioning, decaying socialism, funny turtle with a tin shell, hot taps, and ceramic belly, I felt sick. Come on. Move to the next slide. I was not a squeamish person, but nevertheless, standing there, I realized that there was still some minimal level of habitual comfort. Yeah, it is habitual, which I found troublesome to do without. It's often like that. When you lose things that you thought were ordinary and common, you suddenly understand just how essential they were. Ah, screw this, as if I had any choice. Yep, you're forced to somewhere be your 17-year-old self again, so it's like 17 again, except without the wizard, or maybe with the wizard and he just hasn't appeared yet. Come on. The water was ice cold. Did I skip it? I just want to make sure. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, that was the next slide. Water was ice cold. While washing my hands was not an issue. Washing my face and my mouth became a big problem. There was no toothpaste in the bag, which Olga did it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, it was kind of frozen for a second for me, which Olga gave me. Frame rate issues. If I could brush my teeth without it, but there was a small round box wrapped into the towel. Tooth powder. Anyone know what tooth powder is? Does anyone know what tooth powder is? Because I've never heard of it. Cute. 1 point for me being somewhere in the past. Okay. Frame rate issues are a huge problem here. The frame rates are being really bad. I have no idea why, but they are. Wash myself quite quickly, also due to the ice cold water. Someone was coming quickly, or more likely running towards me. I turn around. And look at that! Slavia again. Dressed in a tracksuit. I can tell. This girl would probably look good in anything. Pioneer uniform, bikini, probably even in a spacesuit. Well, that's kind of how the game developers designed her. Hey there. Oh, hi. I mean, good morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, real smooth. Why didn't you come for breakfast? I overslept. Don't be proud, man. But Olga gave me some sandwiches. Oh, great then. Don't forget about the lineup. Yeah, sure. So if I could forget. Right, I gotta run. Enjoy yourself. Wave me goodbye and disappeared beyond the past turn. Looks like it's a couple of minutes till the lineup. I should quickly pass by my home to drop my washing bag and eat the sandwiches and then head to the square. Yep, good idea. Swan opened the door of the camp leader's cabin and rushed inside as if jumping into the last car of a departing train. You guys are seeing this, right? Jesus Christ, man. You walk in on the camp leader getting changed. Nice job. Nice job. Bravo. You just won the solid gold Cupid doll for the stupidest thing you could have done. Yeah, he's on the spot. Even stupider. Oh! He turned around. Finally, the camp leader noticed me. Oh! Yeah, see? Simon! Yeah. Smart. What about knocking? Now get out! Yeah, that was real clumsy. Nice job, man. Nice job. Give yourself a pat on the back for, again, doing the stupidest thing you could have done. If you're sharing a thing with a camp leader, doesn't matter, male or female, doesn't matter if they're the opposite sex of you, doesn't matter what their sexuality is, do not enter without knocking first. If you're with someone older, because they could be changing, you walk in and they might not like that, knock on the door, guys. Knock on the door. Although I did like the sight. You perv! Olga followed me out in a minute. Here, take this. Now it is your home too. Awesome. A key. That's right, put it in your pocket. Home. Of course, if you disregard how phantasmagoric, the current events were, this camp was far from being the worst place on Earth. But to call it home, just after one day spent here, I doubt I'll ever be able to do. Maybe I doubt I'll be able to. I doubt I'll be able to, or perhaps I doubt I'll be able to ever do that. Those sound much better. Alright, let's go, we're late. But what about the sandwiches? Just eat them on the way. You're passing along lines of Pioneer's cabins while I was tucking away the ham sandwiches, and Olga kept on talking and talking. She was buzzing like a game of Operation with Parkinson's. Just imagine that, Michael J. Fox trying to play Operation. But I cared about nothing but the food. Bad idea. See? Understood? Huh? You weren't listening. She's mad at me again. She is mad at us again, Semyon. You need to listen. Sorry. Today is the first day of your new life as a pioneer. And you should do your best so that it becomes a happy life. Yeah. Definitely. Pardon. I am serious. A pioneer has many duties, great responsibilities conferred to him, to participate in social work, to help the juniors, to study, and to study again. You know, if I was that kind of autistic person, because I literally was just told a story recently in my psychology class that I had yesterday, about, she had a student, the teacher had a student who had the same exact autism as me, Asperger's syndrome, and this kid was all about the studying. I mean, like, in the middle of class, he'll just ask a random question like, so why do people have sex? And the entire class would be nice with him, try to give him a good answer, and even after all these, he's like, well, maybe they shouldn't do that. They should just study, so that way they can get a better education and everything. I'm like, wow, I've never heard of this before. But it was a fun story, and it was also a good way to introduce the fact that I'm also autistic. So, yeah, just thought I should mention that since she mentioned study and study and study. So, just so you guys know. We all here, like one big family. We all here are like one big family. And I'm just saying, because their English is not 100% spot on, and I can understand that. But I'm going to point out all these random errors, just so that way, if they do watch this, they know, okay, we should get this fixed, we should, do this. And of course, I'll say when things are good, because this game so far is good. But, some of the English translation could be worked on a bit better. So, and you will become a part of it. Perfect! Yeah, a part. I'd even sign a party membership card if it could save me from listening to this nonsense. Why does she look like she knows? Oh, okay, then. I hope that after your term here is over, you'll keep the most pleasant memories about our camp. Memories that will last your whole life. And when will this term end? Why do you keep asking silly things? You might as well just stop the weird questions, Semyon. I'm either saying, look for answers on your own, don't ask people questions, or just accept the fact that you're here and have a good time. Do something. Seems I won't get any information from her. Shame, really. This world appears to be so friendly, but it never bothered to introduce itself to me. Perhaps now I take things somewhat easier than yesterday. Oh, I don't think that's going to happen today. Seems like we have some unspoken ceasefire with it. It isn't trying to hurt me, but I'm forbidden from asking questions. Of course, this situation isn't a pleasant one, but what can I do about it? Bad peace is better than a good dispute. The most important thing for you now is to make the best of the time you will spend here. I'll do my best. Honestly, I was very tired from this conversation. I kind of am too. I'm speaking. I don't have to, but I'm speaking most of the lines that are here. So obviously, I'm getting tired of this conversation with you, Semyon. It would be good to know where is that here. But exactly. Oh shit, it's doing it again, isn't it? Frame rate drop, frame rate drop. I don't know what's causing it today, but there's a bit of a frame rate drop. It didn't do that on day one. Maybe it did and I didn't catch it, but it's doing it a lot here. So we came to the square. Pioneers already lined up. What? Somebody's not here yet? Nope. All here. Okay. Alright, go stand somewhere. Weird. Why didn't you tell me there's no more sleeping places? Because these are pretty much all the kids they're showing, but there's still a few more they're not showing. While the chief was running her mouth about our plans for the week, I stood people. A few heads away from me stood Electronic, a little further, Lena and Slavia, and the end of the line, Alana and Alyssa. Why is Electronic staring at a fly? He's probably got better things to do. Everyone I met was here? Olga spoke about some competitions, and I turned my attention to the monument. Genda. Or Genda. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who's Russian that watches this, if it's Genda or Genda. Or if anyone knows how to speak Russian. I don't, but it would be cool to learn. Like, Russian, German, Latin. Those are a few languages I really would like to learn. But I don't put the time towards going for it, and I can't pay for Rosetta Stone. Could not remember any revolutionary with a similar name. He had a weird posture too, as if he looked around with distrust. Maybe contempt? Or disdain? Probably some local leader. Daydreaming again? Slavia. What? How do you catch me? And now Olga's standing nearby too, as I can see, but it's the same that. Still remember the plan for the week? The plan. The plan I will never forget. You weren't even listening. Perfect! She looked at Slavia. Did you get it? Yes. Here's a piece of paper. What's on it? It's a checklist. Here are 4 positions to check. Do it all today. I think the frame rate rose again for a moment there. Before you start, sign up for a club. There's some clubs in the clubhouse and a musical club in the separate building. Well, some clubs in the clubhouse. You know what, never mind. I'm not going to say it right now. You'll have to see in a moment. Then visit the infirmary. And finally, the library. Got it? Yes. Checklist seemed like a good chance of finding out something since I had to go to places I haven't been before. Yes, smart. Then come on, start right now. What about lunch? Don't worry, I'll bring you more sandwiches. Checklist is more important. Good luck! They went away fast enough for me not to ask anything else. Miss breakfast, now I'll miss lunch too. I'm glad I didn't miss lunch today. I had a morning and an evening class. I missed like 20 minutes of class this morning because I didn't wake up on time. I didn't wake up to my alarm, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I ended up waking up at 8:04, I'm like, oh shit! I had to get up, get dressed, get my deodorant on, get my shoes on, my coat, all that stuff, and I had to run to school. Also, my water bottle broke today, so you won't see me use that. I'm gonna have to get a new one tomorrow because it's late. There's no way I can get a new water bottle. I literally was like screwing on the top and it cracked off. I'm like, shit! So that was bad. This ain't good. Yeah, I agree with you. This ain't good. Maybe I'll manage the time somehow. Or I'll actually get to lunch on time next time. Lunch starts at 1 p.m. Then again, if I go there, I might miss a place with the checklist. Okay, it's too early to go to the canteen anyway. There you go. Smart. I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know why it's dropping the frame rates. But it's annoying. And I think you guys can agree. It's annoying. Let's start with the clubhouse. Show you what I was almost about to tell you. If it will let me go to the clubhouse. There we go. Okay. I went to the clubhouse. To tell the truth, I never really liked extracurricular activities. At school, I used to find any excuse to skip extra classes. At the university, I had no interest to participate in the student council. I really don't have any interest to participate in that many activities at school either. I just want to go to school, record some gameplay footage, get a job, because I'm bad at getting jobs. I was not interested in boxing, aero modeling, or sewing. My brother Char was a good sewer. So is my mom. She does it, I mean, they both do it, you know, like, handmade. They don't use the machine. My roommate was literally just talking about how his ex-roommate always, like, used the sewing machine up to, like, 1 or 3 in the morning, and he was complaining because he was always blasting loud music in his ears, too. So they never got along. I mean, I get along with these guys pretty good, though. I mean, we have an understanding and everything. We're able to communicate and understand each other, so we do a good job here. So I came here just to check the box. Nobody was there. I found myself in something like a hut of a junior robot enthusiast. There were wires and simple printed circuits scattered everywhere. Chips, and on the table proudly stood an oscillograph, I think the word is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard voices from another room, and then 2 pioneers appeared. Well, there's electronic, and there's a guy we don't know. Just to look there, though, the first time I saw him, since, like I said, I did play this game, trying to record it, but I never actually managed to record it, and I only found out the save function, like, sometime afterward, too. But, just the way that he looks, if I let my hair grow out again, and if it was actually blonde again, since it used to be blonde, but now it's kind of like the brown right here, then I would look like that. I mean, he even kind of has the same colored eyes as I do, except my eyes are probably a bit of a darker blue. Then his are more like a blue-gray. Hi, Semyon, we've been expecting you. There's electronic. He's a funny kid. Seems he knows everything about everyone. Why were you expecting me? Well, of course, because you came to sign in to our club of cybernetics, didn't you? Nope, he's not letting you answer. Okay, guys, I don't know if it'll actually show you, like, the freezing of the frame rates like it does for me, but if it does, and you see me, like, I mean, if it doesn't, and you see me like this immediately afterwards, you know, like, then you know it froze for me. And this is Shurik. He's in charge here. That's a really weird name. I assume there's only 2 of you in the club? Well, you can say that it's 3 now. Who? Come on. His face was somewhat familiar. It's not like you met me and, you know, see this guy and you're like, oh, doesn't this remind me of the other antisocial guy I met, like, on YouTube or something? He does those BlueSpartan reviews. It's not like that. Welcome to the club. Just the way he does that. The way that anyone pushes up the glasses, I just usually use my middle finger. Or I'll sometimes do this. Now, you know, like my glasses are like this. But I don't use 2 fingers to have to push in my glasses and then spread out the other 2. Well, it's silly. Yep. I seriously don't think Semyon would be interested in electronics. Now I'll show you around. Make yourself at home. Guys, I just wanted to We're always welcoming new members, but there's only the two of you, so I'm assuming that no one ever accepts. Said it in such a way I suddenly got an anthem of Soviet Union playing in my head. It's amazing. I didn't even remember the words. In the first grade, I had a copybook with the text on the back. No, I just wanted to sign my checklist. Yep, you sign into the club, we'll sign your checklist. Fucking bribery. We were getting ready to along an important argument, to start along an important argument, or for along an important argument. One of those two would work much better. I'm just saying. But then I heard someone answer. Oh, hi, Slavia. Nice job, but just appearing like that. Ah, Semyon, I hope they're not giving you any trouble. Oh, they're in trouble now. I know these two. They can. Well, you know, actually, I just need to sign my checklist. Yeah, take advantage of the situation with the nice hot girl in here. No problem. Give it to me. Slavia took the paper and stepped up to Shurik. Sign it! Look at him. Hold on, we haven't done yet. Or we aren't done yet? We haven't done anything yet? Done! Sign it now! It also looks like he peed his pants, but that's probably just, of course, the shadowing. Wrote some squiggles in the checklist. I thanked Slavia, then moved on with the mellow mood. Alright, let's go to the music club next, since it's close by. The musical club, a small one-level building, was located some distance from the other camp buildings. I opened the door and came in without hesitation. There were enough instruments for a whole orchestra here. The drums, the guitars, and even a piano. I spent some time looking closely at every instrument, wanted to guess the time period they are from, but suddenly I heard the crawling sound coming from underneath the piano. And my excitement is gone because it took so long to load that right up. Yep, it's a girl. Seems like she was looking for something. Actually, from the picture, it looks like she's wiping down the floor. But yeah, clear view of her underwear, guys, so congratulations for all you pervs out there. I'm standing on all fours in such a suggestive pose that I hesitated to talk at first. What was that? I swear, I saw a black flash. Did you guys see that? Come on. Excuse me. Huh? Who's there? Who? No, I guess she bumped her head. Yeah, that's what happens when you're underneath the piano. Crawl out. Stand up. Simple as that. Ouch. No shit. Just the pose she's in right now is funny. Sorry, I scared you. It's nothing. Oh, you got a checklist. You must be new here. Yes. My name is Miku. No, really, I am serious. Nobody believes me. It's my real name. My brother is Japanese. My dad met him when he was building... No, it wasn't him who was building. He's an engineer. And he was working on a nuclear power plant there. Or a dam. Or a bridge. Whatever. Yeah. She's a very hyper girl. I'm Semyon. Great. Want to be in our club? It's only me here now, but it will be two of us then. Do you play anything? It's when I became antisocial that I bought a guitar and learned a few chords, but then I forgot about it, as I quit everything that required more than a couple of hours to learn. Oh, you suck, man. I mean, I wish I could get a guitar, but I don't have the money for it. Because I do kind of want to learn how to play guitar, I kind of want to relearn how to play piano, maybe even relearn how to play trombone, but, you know, I highly doubt I'll actually do that one. You know, I wasn't planning to do anything like that, really. Oh, it's okay, I'll teach you. Maybe a trumpet, for example? How about a violin? I know it all, honestly. Yeah, there's no point in arguing with an orchestra girl since it was only another cascade of words waiting to pass at me. Hey, I'll think about it. Can you just sign it for now? Yes, yeah, sure, give it to me. Be sure to come around. I sing too. I'll sing you some Japanese... Wait, I just realized. It's frozen for me. Also, I hope you guys actually heard all this. Yeah, yes, sure, give it to me. Be sure to come around. I sing too. I'll sing you some Japanese folk songs, or maybe if you're not into that, something more contemporary. It's a nice pose. Sure. Thanks, gotta go now. Of course, come anytime. Oh, the ending of her stayed inside. Come on. Okay, it's not frozen. It would be nice to hang around with the guitar in the evening, but in such a company. Ah! So the Misty-inspired bitch has popped up. Don't eye him suspiciously with your weird orange eyes. Why you came? Why did you come? Sounds much better. The checklist. Signed it. Yes. Then move it. Okay. That's weird. What a bitch, though. I'm going to the infirmary. Yeah, what is the point to visit the infirmary, though? My health was fine. The fresh local air clearly did me some good. I felt fresher than usual. But I just have to visit it. I entered. A common infirmary, like my school doctor's room. And now we've got this girl. A middle-aged woman sat at the table. Obviously, she was nervous. She does like to expose herself a bit, though. And it kind of looks like she's got two different colored eyes. She gazed at me, intently and estimatingly, while continuing to write something. Well, hello. Hi in here. She's gotta be a cougar. Already I'm guessing she's a cougar. Wow. Good afternoon, ma'am. I swear the frame rate just froze again. Good afternoon, ma'am. I have something. Sit down, please. On the couch. Okay. Sat down. Strip down. No! Okay, no. Do not tell me to strip down. I don't care if you're a nurse. But no. 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 No nurse would ever dress up like this and tell someone to strip down on a couch. With an even tone to add to that. Yeah, exactly. What for? To inspect? To auscultate, there we go. Other health checks, you know. By the way, my name is Violetta, but you can call me Viola. or Viola, or the way you see it. What are you sitting for? Sit down. But I have no health issues. I've got this. The checklist. But don't tell me later. Just sign it. You take care of it now. The stethoscope off her neck, and seemed like she intended to dissect me with it. But then someone knocked on the door. Yeah, it took a bit for you because the frame rate dropped again. Nurse answered unwillingly. Come in! In a moment, the door wildly opened and an electronic rushed inside. Hello, I fell during the football game. Nonsense, of course, I'm okay, but Olga... Yeah, that's a massive bruise under your eye. Doubt that this could be a football injury. Yeah, especially one where you tripped. Sit down, I'll have a look. And you, pass me your checklist. Okay, good. Quickly sign it and continue. Something hurts. Immediately come to me, Pioneer. I decided not to answer and came out, closing the door behind me. Nurse, it's surely something else. Alright, we got the library left. There's a badminton court? I didn't actually read the whole map before. Still, there's a badminton court, volleyball, warehouse, kitchen, dining hall, of course, yeah. What's the scene, though? What's WC, infirmary, music club, WC. What is WC? Booth, boathouse, old building, beach, football. Another WC. There's 4 WCs that I can count automatically. Pardon. Anyway, library. And now we're back. Actually, I love reading, but spending my days in the library under current circumstances was well beyond my scope. So I better hurry up at this checkpoint. As I stepped inside, a memory from my childhood emerged in my head. It was very vivid. I'm 7 or 8 years old. We're in a library with my mother. While she's looking through the books I might need for my studies, I'm sitting in the corner and looking through their collection of comic books. Back then, I didn't know why they had so many, and why couldn't I take some with me. Why I couldn't take some with me sounds much better. A notion of collective property was something my mind hadn't grasped at that age. I gotta always readjust myself during these because I try to slouch, and I look at the thing and I'm like, no, I should stand up a bit more, So, sorry if I know you guys doing this. However, back then, the whole concept of property was pretty hazy to me. This memory seemed even stranger now while I was standing in this particular camp where they might have managed to build communism in 3 years. I don't know, I can't really say for certain. I don't know. I don't exactly know how I don't exactly know what communism looks like. I do know it's pretty much everybody works for everyone. It's supposed to be sort of like an equal thing, but nobody can actually be purely equal in the real world and society because everybody is their own individual, which makes equality, true equality with every man, impossible unless you became a Cyberman from the Doctor Who series, or even a Dalek, which would be worse. Soviet symbolics were all over the place. Shelves were full of related literature. Of course, I wasn't planning to read any of these. Getting acquainted with a full collection of books by Marx was the last thing on earth I would think of. Where's the librarian? I didn't spend much time looking for her. Looked closely. Short hair, thick glasses, rather cute face. She was snoring so peacefully I couldn't just wake her up. I can wait. If she won't wake up in a half hour, maybe then... I'm not going to just sit there, so I took a random book from the nearest bookshelf. From Arthur Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer? Yeah, Schopenhauer sounds much better. The World as Will and Representation. I opened it roughly in the middle and started reading. Right. My face blocks up part of the words. Just gonna skip through this. Existence involves guilt, and we always exist from time to time. Pain with death for our birth, we always exist and alternately bear all the joy and sorrow of life, since neither or both can pass us without some effect. That is a result of our stated will to live. Thus, the fear of death, which in spite of all the miseries of life holds us firmly to it, is a really elusive, but just as elusive is the impulse which has attracted us into it. This attraction itself might have seemed objectively as the mutual longing glances of two lovers. They are the purest expression of the will to live, in its affirmation, how gentle and tender it is. It wants happiness and quiet pleasure and mild joys for itself, for others, for all. And that took a moment. Someone knocked on the door. Closed the book quickly, put it back on its place. What a nice habit to knock on the door. I should pick it up. Yeah, after this morning, you should pick it up. It was Lena. Oh. Hi. Hi. Exactly. Yeah, smile. That might get her attention. Hi, I just wanted to return a book. Yep, Gone with the Wind. Oh, Xenia is sleeping. I'll come back later. I'm awake. Holy crap, that chick must have heard the knock on the door, obviously. Didn't hear Semyon come in. Shit, it's frozen. There you go. See that? She's up. Just staring. She eyed me closely from behind the table. What is it you wanted? Don't give me attitude, wench. Come on. I need you to check here. Give it here. She quickly signed the paper and gave it back to me. She had this look on her face that made me want to keep quiet. Nina came up to her to return her book. I thanked Xenia and went out. Yes, smart. Finally, I got all the signatures. Now I had to go back to Olga and give it to her. And we're automatically there. Awesome. She was sitting in front of her cabin, reading a book. Doesn't look like a good role model for a perfect pioneer that she was planning to turn me into. I wonder if her responsibilities extend beyond holding fiery speeches on a lineup, scolding Olana, and getting involved in my moral, physical, and ideological growth. Here. I offered her my checklist. She placed it in her pocket without even looking at the signatures. Great! I could have signed it myself without going anywhere. Perfect. So, did you meet our nurse? Yes. For some reason, her question sent shivers down my spine. That smile makes it even creepier. Which club did you sign up for? I didn't. I need to think first. That's a pity. It is vital for you to sign in somewhere tomorrow. Of course, sure. Right, it's time to go to dinner. About time, I was getting hungry. I'm actually kind of hungry too. I might grab a sandwich after this, just make a quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We headed to the canteen together with Olga. It would make sense if another person was with you, like Electronic, Shurik, Lena, Slavia. Any of them. It would make much more sense if that sentence was there. Yeah. Looked at the sky and noticed the sun was already setting. And there's Electronic. I am covering his face. No, wait, what? I am now Electronic. Yeah, there's Alyssa and Electronic. No, not him. I'm gonna do this whole time. And now there's Ulana and Slavia. When it came up, I heard what they were talking about. Look, wherever you just. And never call me Dabche again, or you'll get another one. Oh, she's angry. I didn't call you that, you're hearing things. He did, I heard it all! Oh, Lana, you snip. You need to come up with words for all these people. You weren't even there! I was in the bushes! Oh, she's gone. Come on, guys, stop it! So, it wasn't a football injury Electronic suffered earlier today. Well, I could have figured that out. Rest did a good job, I couldn't even see his black eye. Now, Olga came up to him and asked about the ruckus. Smart idea. Smart. What happened? Melissa and Chesikov. I didn't do anything. Bullshit, I know you did. Right, dinner time. Back up. Haha. You keep entering last. There weren't too many free seats. There were a few free chairs near Alyssa across the canteen, but I'd better starve for a week or two rather than risk my head near her. There was also a seat near Alana, but I'm not into traditional Chinese whatever crawls cuisine. Finally, a free chair near Miku. Looks like I'll have to pick my poison. Mind if I sit here? Oh yeah, sure. I mean, no, I don't mind. I mean, yes, you can sit here. Oh, that's great. Look, it's buckwheat today. Do you like buckwheat? And chicken. I don't like chicken. Well, not that I don't like it. But if you ask me, what would I prefer? Say, stroganoff, beef, or ragout? No, maybe just a hamburger. Or rump steak. Do you like rump steak? I'm not that picky about my food. Which is a bit different from me because I'm picky when it comes to vegetables. Broccoli, carrots, sometimes squash. But Brussels sprouts and peas, ugh, don't even mention them. Green beans I'll eat. Corn, no. I'm kind of picky about my food, so is most of my family. My brothers at least. My mom and dad, they're never picky. Oh, cauliflower is the worst though. Yep. Oh, is that so? But with desserts, you know. They're really good here. I like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? I just love 48 Copettes. And Leningradsko. Oh, sorry, I keep talking about myself. It's funny. Maybe you like Eskimo better? You know, we're starting to get on my nerves thanks to such a company. And I'm not the kind of person that can just ignore someone who's talking to you. Even her. We're behind the same table after all. You know, I once bought a waffle cone and I started eating. And you know what? I found a screw there. A real screw. Can you imagine that? What's the screw bolt? I don't really know. Screws are those that you tighten with screw nuts. The screw bolts are those that you drive with a screwdriver, yes? If there was a speeding contest going on, I probably would be in the top 3 winners by now. Right, I'll be going. Bon appetit! Got up and headed outside. Yes, smart. Mika was saying something, but her words drowned out in a crowd of loudly dining pioneers. Look at that. Simple fate. I went out and sat in the stairs waiting for dinner to settle down a bit. I just sat there and watched night falling. Everything is so lively here during the day. Kids laughing and yelling happily, fooling and running around, constant chatter, games going on, and swimming on the beach. But after dark, the camp changes exceptionally. Sounds of day were swapping with silence, only now and then broken by crickets chirping or a night bird. Camp was going to sleep. In every shadow you could see things. Maybe a ghost, or a spirit of the forest, or a wild animal. A human being would be the last thing you expect. This is how it looked last night. And now. And the frame froze again. I'm not even gonna read that again. Locals follow their routine really strictly. Very strictly. Sometimes I end up replacing very, really, really with very whenever I talk. I don't know why. In the day, camp with others. In the night, there's a lot more to the forces of nature than the humans. Froze again, yeah. Pardon me. Someone touched my shoulder. And look at that, it's electronic. Let's go play cards. Cards? Yep, I invented a new game. A good one. Good? Like what? Well, first we got to find the cards, and I'll tell you. Then go find them, what's the problem? Only Olga has them, and she won't give them to me. Why so? Well, the last time when we... Now they're on the porch. Let's do it again. Olga! Sammy just wanted to ask you about possibly getting playing cards. Actually, for what purpose? You invented a new game. We? You only just told me about this 5 seconds ago. Yeah, exactly. Not we. You did. What game? I need the cards to show. I don't like this. Well, if Semyon is with you, then perhaps it's okay. To be really honest, we'll go fetch them together, Olga. You know, let's go to Slavia. She knows the area. If you don't mind. Sure, let's go. We headed towards my cabin. Roughly halfway there, Slavia stopped. Hey, I just remembered. Cards are in my cabin. Ah, see? I win. Good timing. Where's that? Just down the road, let's go. We reached the cabin that in fact looked more like a trailer. Just wait here a minute, I'll be back. Took her just a few seconds to come back. There! Show me a deck of pretty worn out cards. These must be marked in and out. That's unsportsmanlike, but up in a fair play. Only about it, it's hard to cheat when you don't know the rules. Let's go? Let's go. On the way back, I decided to try and find out about something. How long have you been here? In this camp? About a week. I see. And where did you come from? I'm from the north. That is, the cold north. Lots of places have the north. Just thinking of Doctor Who there, where Chris Eccleston comes in as the doctor, and, you know, she goes, "But how can you be an alien?" I don't know if you heard me, but Christopher Eccleston, how can you be an alien, Doctor Who? You have a north accent. You have an accent from the north. Lots of places have a north. Yeah. My brother got me into that while I was going on vacation, so. It's like nobody in this camp is inclined to answer even the most innocent of my questions. Try to approach from another angle. And what do you like? What do you mean? Well, your hobbies. Oh, I like nature. Strange, she's not very talkative today for some reason. Nature? I see. Want to become a natural historian? More like a normal historian. I was always interested in our nation's history. This would suit her well indeed. It appeared that among all the locals, she was the only one who had nothing to hide. What if she got here just like me and simply could not trust anyone enough to tell? I tried exploring the ground. And why did you choose this camp? I didn't. My parents got a voucher for me from their work. Another fail. Well, if you could choose. It's nice in here. I don't think I would choose some other place if I could. Here, it's like you are becoming another person. In Semyon's case, he just aged down a few years. Wasn't how I saw it. Yeah? What do you mean, another person? It's just that there's so many possibilities. Learn so much, meet so many new, interesting people here. Now she's starting to sound like our chief. This raised a red flag for me. I decided to stop the questions for now. When we came back, they talked to each other. I just remembered that the cars were in your place. It's okay, we got it. Good, good. So now they go inside, and now someone's grabbing Semyon's hand. Ah! It's Alyssa. Her gaze sent a shiver down my spine. Not a nice one. You want something? Yeah. You're gonna play this stupid game? Yes. Something wrong with that? Nope, nothing. Just turning to leave, but then slowly looked back and smiled. Oh, what's she planning? So, you play cards? A little. Yeah. So, only Durak and that's it? It's obviously some kind of popular USSR game. I don't know specifically what it is. I haven't, researched it or anything. As if you're a poker star. Well, yes, technically. Then you don't have a chance. Why? Because. No, explain why. So you know the rules? Of course. Well, then you'll have an upper hand. Why are you keep trying to leave? Why do you keep trying to leave? Still though, Misty's getting pissed off. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Let's bet. What do you mean? You're such a slowpoke. Your cards, what else? And what do you want to bet on? Bet I'll win. That's quite a possible outcome. So, are you afraid? No, I'm not. I'm not big on bets and I'm not sure about my chances. And you're not big on risking too. Such an observation. I'm impressed. Right, then no you're not. Creepy. What else? Started to annoy me with rubbish talk about some pointless bet. If you won't bet with me, I'll tell her when you try to seduce me. Oh, I was hoping for a third crack. It's always best when there's a third crack. Yeah, seriously, what? What is up with you, bitch? Come at me, bro! Don't tell me what you heard. I'd imagine her doing this. Don't be stupid. Who's gonna believe you? I've been here less than 2 days. Besides, wanna try your luck? Right. And what will happen if I win? I won't tell anything to anyone. That is a pointless bet because I'm pretty sure you'd go against your word. If I lose? Slowpoke mode again? I'll tell everyone you tried to seduce me, I told you already. There's something wrong with this girl. So you're telling me now that I have to work through only 1-0 that I didn't do something when I didn't actually do it. That's what you want it to look like. not a simple decision. On the one hand, it was stupid to agree, I didn't know the rules, and gambling wasn't my thing. On the other hand, she could really turn my life into hell. Then again, can I even trust her? She can do it even if I win. So, you made a decision? And now Lena has popped up. Hello. What? Nothing. Come on, don't scare her like that. She didn't do anything. Fucking bitch. No, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I'm not betting. Nope, I'm not gonna partake in your shady business. What do you mean sorry about that? You wuss. You bitch! Get ready for consequences. Yeah, there's a lot of consequences. Yeah, what exactly does she mean by that? Yeah, she can really complicate things. On the other hand, I just couldn't allow myself to be pulled into something so reckless. Let's go. Oh, look at that! Inside everything was ready. A few pioneers stood here and there chatting. Tables were moved out of the way to make place for players and spectators. I looked around. Something was going on in the far corner. When I came closer, I saw a large piece of paper with a diagram drawn on it. My name was among the players, and why does it have you so that way you've only got a black silhouette of yourself? I got a random song stuck in my head, so don't be surprised, guys. And who came up with all this? Yep, you padded electronic who was standing nearby. Well, of course, it was your most humble servant. That's stupid. Still kind of tired from this morning, sorry guys. I did drink like a whole bottle of Pepsi though. That was a long pause. And why in the world am I among the players then? Yep. Got magically stuck, man. It was pure fortune. Pure fortune, my ass. You just wanted to torture him. Yeah, right, fortune, except for I was already acquainted with every one of the contestants. Well, there were a few dozen of other pioneers standing in the room. Anxiety. It's a feeling of being watched while standing in an empty room with no windows and doors. Will there be a prize? Yeah. Distract yourself with pointless conversation. That sounds like a good idea, Semyon. And he was about to answer when Alana came out of nowhere and started jumping around him. Prizes! Prizes! I heard something about prizes! You know what is the main ethos of the Olympic Games? What? No. You'll understand when you grow up. She's like, what? She's like, what? So, what about the prize? She's just like the Grinch. Give me the check. There's no check. Are you sure? Well, I don't know. It's not up to me. you guys are experiencing the anguish with me, I'm sorry, but the frame rates are almost out of control here. It annoys me. It really does. It wasn't like this before, but it is now. Really, if they came up with this stupid game, at least they could give the winner a chocolate medal or something. While I suddenly jumped and raced off to a destination. Wish I was that optimistic. So, what about the rules? Wait a bit. Not everyone is here yet. Really? Lissa, Slavia, Lena, Miku, Shirik. Seems like everyone is here. Not everyone. Zaina isn't here. It feels uneasy, or is it just me? She's not here, so what? Pick someone else instead. No, can't do that. Okay. Decided not to ask exactly why he can't do this. Well, go fetch her or something, I don't know. He can't go, he's the host of the event. Why are you in this conversation? Yeah. But Olga... Wow, he was actually going to complain. Salmon will go, really? Don't ask me. Of course, who else? Where is she? In the library, I guess. Okay. Dragging my feet towards the door. Please hurry. Seriously, Electronic, why do you need her in this game? It's Electronic's problem anyway. Night is coming soon. No shit, Sherlock. It's going to take my time, so I slowly paced towards the library. But I found Xania before I even expected. She was sitting on a bench in the square, staring at Genda, who was silent as always. What are you doing here? Or, what are you doing here? Everyone is looking for you. Sitting here, as you can see, stern as always, wench. Frown at me. Just a player. And let's go. I don't want to? Seems a more logical explanation. Why? I don't want to. You did it in the second one, not in the first one. You should probably fix that. Listen, I don't like the idea of this contest myself, but we can't let everyone down. Surely didn't sound like myself there. A couple of days ago, I wouldn't even think about saying something like this. She looked at me with surprise in her face. So everyone is waiting for me? What was I talking about? Yes. I won't go anyway. But why? I don't know how to play cards. So what? Same problem here. Then how can you play? What, you can only do things that you read about in books or something? Of course. Wow, that is a bit surprising. It's almost like, frame rate for us again. She's almost like Klaus from a series of unfortunate events in that way. And what if you end up in Antarctica and we'll have to rely on hunting polar bears for survival? Polar bears don't live in Antarctica. Oh, look at that. Meanwhile, I just look creepy, and I hate how the frame rates are always freezing. At least for me. I don't know if they are for you. Doesn't matter, it's just an example. Come on, it's not like someone's life depends on the results. Took her time to think. I just don't want to let anyone down. Right. Sarcastic. Don't you think anything? Didn't get what you meant, but anyway, obviously everyone has their weak spots. In a minute, we both are back in the canteen. Now everyone's looking electronic. Like he's anything special. So, cleared his throat. Each round consists of one game. In case of a draw, you replay the game. After this, the loser drops out and the next round begins. Since the number of volunteers... I didn't volunteer. Semyon didn't volunteer. Since the number of players is just 8, we'll only have 3 rounds. Everything is clear? The crowd cheered, while my frame rates froze, and I get pissed off even more. And what are the prizes? The prizes, what are they? Well, Llama, cut it out. Yep. I won't rest until the prize is mine. She sounds like some kind of evil doer trying to take over the world. It seemed like this girl alone had enough energy for a warp jump to Alpha Centauri. I would pay to see that, if only I had money. Places! Places! Stop it. Exactly! And now he seems to be developing a case of vertigo from all this running around. Let's start already. Yeah, I agree with Semyon. And add to Alana, or you won't get any prizes. Looks like my argument went through to her, so she took her place. Slavia followed her, giving me a grateful smile as she passed. Electronic is now back in his weird... Why are you always in that pose like half the time when I see you? The pioneers finally settled down, and I approached the table that Lena sat behind. You don't mind? She looked up and blushed. Don't worry, I don't know the rules myself. And how can I make sure it's not only myself? I sat down. Turns out we'll have to play first round together. Yes. Finally, Electronic started to explain the rules. Please do! Okay, since I already played this game, I don't need to play the tutorial. However, I will for you guys, just in case you haven't played this game, so that you can understand the rules. Look at the cards carefully. There's exactly 6 of them in front of you. Yeah. Hope everyone here knows how to count. Now you can open them. After everyone had a look at their cards, Electronic moved on. There are cat girls in this. That's pretty fucking sweet. The rules here are the same as in poker. Hope everyone knows how to play. I knew the rules but wasn't so sure about the others. First of all, it's the top card, then 1 pair, then 2 pairs, then 3 of a kind, and so on. In first round, you choose a card which you would like to take from your opponent. In turn, your opponent can choose to shuffle his card twice. Or he can choose not to do so if he doesn't need the card which you are taking. Take a note here that your opponent can see which cards are trading places. In the next step, your opponent takes a card he chooses. And so on. I think it's perfectly clear. It wasn't too clear to me. Hey you, Einstein! Oh, what's she speaking about? I didn't get a thing! You're 14 years old. I don't expect you to get a thing. We'll figure it out as we go. Electronic went to a table with a diagram, leaving Lulana to smolder in solitude. 5, 10, 8, 7, 3, 8. You go first. If I could get my mind around the game fast enough. Nina, perplexed more than usual, reached out for my cards. In the middle of the table, her hand stopped. Will you? Oh yeah, I should be protecting my card. What's Electronic saying? To try to confuse my opponent, I can shuffle 2 of my cards twice, or I can choose not to. Should I protect it or not? By the way, I can agree and give the card she chooses straight away. Otherwise, Lena can change her mind and take another card if she wants to. Or she might not. Well, it's only a 3, so things were getting clear. Or at least comprehensible. Now it's my turn. Alright. Action mode. I can take back my card from her, or I can choose another one. Let's see. I choose this card. Lena can try and protect her card, I know. But if I watch her closely, I can take the card I chose regardless of movement. Let's look. Okay, now she actually moved the card. 10! Nice! Made it! Not an approval. Looks like we're getting somewhere. Now, during the round, opponents trade cards 3 times. Keep an eye on each other, and penetrate your opponent with your eyes. You're a bit inappropriate sometimes, Simeon. Penetrate. What's so funny? Oh, he caught you. Oh, never mind. Tried to keep a straight face. Oh, it's better if I try to laugh than this. Stared at me for a moment, then moved on. And then, we open up to see whose cards are better. Electronic went back to his diagram. We're playing a tournament. Just a 2. No, I still want that card. Okay, I got a pair of 4s, and that looks like another... Well, take the weird troll. Game freezes up a bit during this. Let's see. What is this card? Must not be important if she didn't try to trade it. But I'll click on it a second time. No, I'll change. Oh, 3. But I got 4, so. Let's see if I can get a 9 or 6. I got a queen. Okay. Fail. Shit, I shouldn't have given her a 3. I was at a... Alright, 2 pairs. Still frustrating to lose anyway. I left the canteen. It was still too early to sleep, and a short walk looked like a good idea. Okay. Where should I head to? You know, I actually want to know what scene is. Decided to walk north, or at least in the direction I believe it was. Just several minutes far ahead, I saw a concert hall. Several rows of wooden benches and similarly wooden stage. Oh, so it's this place. I got onto the stage. So much various music equipment, loudspeakers, a microphone stand, and even a piano. I imagine that I am in front of a massive audience, shouting and chanting my name, my eyes hurting from the projector lines. Imagining a guitar in my hands to try to perform a long and striking solo. It's supposed to look pretty funny from the stranger's point of view, weird guy swinging his arms on the stage, playing an ape and making faces. Hope no one would see me in here. Keeping this in mind, I jumped off the stage and hurried away. For the first time today, I finally felt how tired I was. There's no light in the window, so Olga must have been sleeping already. Strangely enough, she waited for me yesterday. I've entered the cabin, quietly stripped and laid on the bed. When you think about it, my situation hasn't gotten any clearer today. Yeah, hasn't. In fact, I've spent a full day doing useless stuff, but have never even thought about doing something like this in the real world. Although I had plenty of time. How much time would I have here in total is still a mystery. Maybe an eternity. Maybe there are a few minutes left only. I just didn't want to think about the past, about how I got into this camp. For the first time in a long while, I felt really tired. Not only emotionally tired, but also physically tired. Psychologically tired, and God knows how else tired. I just wanted everyone and everything to bugger off, starting with my own thoughts. I wanted this mess to somehow resolve by itself. Or at least without my active participation. I would have been stuck here forever. Then I'll have to get used to it. So, just like that, I'm not ready. Wow, Semyon, really, relax, okay? You'll figure this out. My consciousness slowly flew away from me, and it progressively became harder to concentrate on something distinct. Perhaps it's better to wait until tomorrow. Rolled over and fell asleep. Okay, it's gonna be launching into day 3 next time I play, which it'll be day 3 next time I play, which will be like around tomorrow night. So, thank you guys for watching. It has been great to, play this game and record it while showing off my face, so that way you guys understand exactly what I'm doing. It's really nice to do it like this. So I'm pretty sure I'll upload it tomorrow night. You will see me playing through day 3, and I really wish I had won that card game though. It's usually interesting winning that, or trying to win that. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm fine. I mean, if I was to lose against anyone, better not Alyssa, rather Lena, since she's a nice character, very shy, very nervous, and she's not like Alana or Alyssa, because those two are a bit crazy. One of them's a total bitch, the other one's a total rocket. So, but anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. In the summer. Oh, alright then, eat. However, there wasn't much left to eat. The cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could do it. No, more precisely, none but Olana could do it. How do you know, though? Fine. Move it. Give me back my cutlet. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. It can cost you a cutlet if you're careless.